presence honors me.
I'm gonna go like look with the app. Okay, so you use the Twitch app. This is like good stuff to know. Let me go to someone I'm not sub to. Sure. And then subscribe. Oh yeah, it just says Prime subscription right there when you click on the button. Oh yeah, that's like super easy. Thank you, Serene. Let's do a little more tunnel, and then maybe we'll go do some pit as well. Archon plate. Ooh, let's see if it's unique. Nope. Iron Jade. And by that I mean failed unique, of course. On my Android using the Twitch app, I just clicked the subscribe button and then it just said subscribe with Prime right above where it had like the subscribe. 19 months. Did you know back when I did sports, 19 was my number? Fun facts with Mr. Llama. And that was my favorite number because I didn't feel like anybody's favorite number was ever 19. And I felt kind of bad for it as a kid. So I made it my favorite number to try and make it feel better. What sports? Soccer, baseball, whatever sports I did. We'll do Grail, and we'll have a party. Oh, the I button. You know you can set the numbers at the end of your Discord name if you have Discord Turbo, I guess. But without it, you just get a random one. I need to adjust my keyboard half a centimeter to the right. Keep pushing the button. You feel like a slob? I haven't gone to the gym all week because it's still snowing. Me too. I surprisingly got okay walks in at least, but gym time. Well, I don't really go to a gym. But like running and all that stuff, I just haven't done it all. Why did I pick Mr. Llama SC? Well, I wanted to be a pro StarCraft caster. And so when I first made my username, which was back in 2011 probably, I picked Mr. Llama because that's always been my name since I was a kid. And then I put the SC on the end of it so that I could have it on all of the different sites. Do you think maxing out Sacrifice before Zeal is better because Sacrifice gives a higher synergy bonus than simply leveling up Zeal?
Good day.
Does it? It's 12%. I'd have to look at the math on it. Zeal's gonna give you AR though, right? Like you get an attack rating bonus as well. Is that why Trump SC put the SC at the end of his name? Or did he actually play the game? I mean, well, both of us played the game as well. Like, I was also trying to be, like, a pro player in the game. Zeal gives flat AR? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, so Zeal's probably better, because you really want attack rating. Sacrifice gives damage and attack. No, but the synergy is just gonna give you damage, right? Like, I get 12% damage from this, but for every point in Zeal, I get an attack bonus and a damage bonus. So, you know, you're gonna get both of them and whatever. But I would probably be going for the AR, and then if my AR was really good, let's say I found Angelics or something along the way, then I'd like put into Sacrifice. Yeah, it was kind of crazy how the show creators of Game of Thrones just never made an 8th season. Like, they had all that hype, all that build-up. I mean, I get that the 7th season wasn't great, but they just never ended the show. Absolutely crazy. Doesn't make sense, but hey, you know, that's the world we live in. Nothing makes sense anymore. Kind of like Blizzard never made Diablo 3. Exactly. Your ear's been plugged for 3 days? Well, go unplug it. Using humor to mask the pain. I mean, we wasted years of our lives watching all of that. Watching one of the greatest shows on television, and then at the flip of a switch, within a couple of weeks, it wasn't even a show worth a rewatch ever. Strider, thank you so much. It was amazing.
Llama on Monday. Hey, boss. I really gotta find that stick, and having to work here means I just don't put enough time into it.
It's true.
So, anyway, bye.
It was roughly like that. I was like, hey, you know, can I do some stuff? And they were like, leave. Your access will be cut off in 1 hour. Yeah, cultural force to ghosting out in no time. I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing. I have never seen a show do that so quickly. Just the amount of disappointment we had was just astounding. No bosses in all of that mess. Wow. Babylon 5. Let's check it out.
Good day.
I've never seen it. No, just don't even watch Game of Thrones. The problem is the first many seasons are great, but without getting to a resolution, they become utterly worthless. Like, all of the awesome episodes and suspense and everything that you had while you were watching it, it needs to have, like, a good conclusion. It's all building to something. And when the ending just doesn't do anything, everything just becomes worthless. All of the things that you saw before, all of the loose ends, all of the stuff that just never gets resolved and just whatever. You're just like,
Presence honors me.
all right. Yeah, the whole Arya season 6 stuff just becomes this weird, pointless endeavor, and you're like, this means nothing, and yeah, but I mean, it's like, you can watch, you know, some How I Met Your Mother episodes maybe, and, you know, it's just kind of like funny, whatever stuff, and I don't feel like, you know, yeah, the ending's garbage, and whatever. But if you don't go through the whole thing, it's fine. You don't have to actually find out how he met his mother.
Where can I take you?
But it definitely, you know.
Good day.
It definitely is just stuff that, because yeah, I mean, I think about, you know, or like, I don't know, like Dexter had some fun stuff to watch. Obviously that ending was also garbage, but you can just kind of stop watching after many seasons and you get the gist of it, and it's a fun show. But it makes you appreciate shows like Breaking Bad that actually end it, you know? Even if it's not the greatest ending anybody has ever seen, it was good enough. I did not watch Lost in its prime. I've only seen like the first 2 seasons. And then I just kind of, I don't know, my interest in the show faded away, actually. Yeah, Expanse is fantastic. I mean, I read the first book and it was so
Babylon
good.
5
And the
is
first
one of the
season was
best
also good.
television shows ever. It was planned as a complete story, like a novel.
Nice.
Sadly, the network canceled it after its 4th of 5 planned seasons,
Oh, come
then
on.
decided to let the 5th season be made and aired. This means that season 4 is a bit rushed, and 5 is a bit slow. Still a very excellent show, and doesn't end in a garbage way at all. Just don't judge the 90s CGI and enjoy the story and the characters and the actors, Mr. Lama Ah.
Okay. I'll have to give it a look-see. Yeah, Expanse is a really cool, like, world, and one of the best things about The Expanse is that they really try and put a lot of effort into the sci-fi aspects of the show, or of the books, I should say. That's where it originated from. Like, the author is very detailed in how the world works, and how all of the technology works in the current, like, universe and all of that. And I think that's really, really interesting.
Good day.
Oh my god, the paragraphs in this chat. Am I planning on doing Friday game streams? Oh, that's good to know, Roop. Yeah, I mean, we did some chests today. And not only did we do some of the chests today, we hit our highest rating yet. 1584. And I felt like I was crushing at that level too. Like all the games I played, I didn't feel like I was in any like difficult positions. I played 2 more games after that. They were rapid games where I'm only like, I guess I'm 15, 17, 15 or something around there now. And I mean, I just dominated both of those as well. So today I'm seeing the things. I'm playing well. I mean, we beat Maria 1 game too. I ran out of time. But
yes.
it's true, Rube. Practicing for the next sub battle. Yeah, I got crushed in my sub battle though today. I just did not like the position and the time. I don't like 3-2 time control. It's really unfortunate that all the sub battles are 3-2. I really think that puts me at a disadvantage for like the bracket that I play in or whatever. Because I just can't ever move fast enough in 3-2. 5-0 I can play. But 3-2 ends up being like 4 minutes and a little change, and I can't play a game in like 4:10, you know, like 5 minutes. I can usually get to that point where I can get through it. but that's always been a big issue that I've had. Whenever I do blitz, I always try and just do 5-0. Anything less, I get crushed, run out of time.
Presence honors me.
And then it just becomes a dumb game of, like, flag, you know. What up, Bashy? You think you might have water in your ear? Well, jump up and down on your opposite foot and just shake your head up and down. Whip your hair back and forth a little bit. How do you get it? Exactly like that. Additionally, you can get those ear candles and you can burn the candle in your ear and then it'll like get the water out. Is it still snowing in Big D? Bro, it is terrible. The people that live right across from me, their pipes burst, or the people above them, and it flooded. And then the person that lives like 2 buildings down from me, the emergency sprinkler system pipes froze and burst and flooded their apartment. And I'm on the first floor, and I'm just like, oh my God. I got all my water running off every faucet right now, but I mean, I can't do anything for like a sprinkler system. And if my upstairs neighbors don't have their stuff running. So, I don't know. Am I over my first day jitters? I don't know if I had any first day jitters of it, you know? Maybe. Trying to think. How much snow did we actually get? Total snow, Dallas. Snowfall over 10 inches. We're expected to get another 5 inches. Oh, we did get another 5. Yeah, I think we're over 10 inches now in total that we've gotten. Do I expect to hear from BlizzCon on the 20th about Diablo 2 Remaster? I'm very hopeful. All signs are pointing at us seeing it, but we'll know when we know, you know? I mean, that's insane for Texas. I'm not gonna lie, yesterday, so Kylie's favorite movie is The Day After Tomorrow. We talked about this. Why is that her favorite movie of all time? Of all of the amazing movies that exist? The Day After Tomorrow? But anyway, she wanted to watch it yesterday, so we put it on, and then she promptly fell asleep. And I was watching it, and they were talking about how the polar vortexes, the currents are being disrupted, and so it's bringing it lower into the atmosphere. And then he was trying to warn the government, and the government was being giant jerks and all that. And I was like, I was having like an anxiety attack, like sitting there like, oh, Jesus, I'm reading about like, you know, all of the, like the current issues going on. I was like, this is way too close to home. Turn that bad boy off. Awful. Just awful. So, did I have a good dinner break? Yeah, I had a nice frozen dinner. It wasn't that great, actually. I wanted Chipotle. I was going to go walk through the storm for it, but they were closed. Knock on wood, my power has actually been alright. But I have a lot of friends who have lost power, lost internet, had their pipes burst. I mean, a lot.
A gift for you. No power since Sunday. Wide peepo sad.
There's another one of my friends. Thank you, Tiger Lily.
Where can I take you?
Oh, I completely agree with that, Raggets. When they burn all the nice books, I was like, come on, you got wood literally everywhere.
Can I get a Bang Mang songs?
Can you get a Bang Mang song? I don't know if we can. Bang! Mang songs! Oh, almost. How cold is it? It's like 20 degrees right now, so it's a little warmer than the other days. I mean, it was literally 1 degrees like yesterday morning or something.
I am overburdened.
Why is it out for days? Well, we have an idiot governor of our state. That is why. So, our awful government decided to not connect to the grid with any other states so they could avoid federal regulation. Basically, money make them do shortcut, and then shortcut fail, and all power out. And governor blame wind. It's very stupid. Xander, thank you very much. Mwah. This isn't the U.S. power grid. This is Texas's power grid. Like I said, our government made the decision to make gritty our own power grid that doesn't connect anywhere else so we can avoid the federal regulation. Sometimes you gotta put it into basics for people, you know? Don't get too complicated.
Those gosh darn regulations.
It's ridiculous. And then we proposed a bill to secede while we were holding our hand out saying, please give us emergency funds.
Presence honors me.
It's just really hard to, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to get political with it and all that. I just am very sad. I'm pretty sure both Republicans and Democrats can agree, though, Ted Cruz is an idiot. I'm sorry. I don't think anybody likes him. He is a terrible human being. I think even his mom knows he's an awful person. Yeah, lizard person Ted Cruz, exactly. So, anyways, Texas is a nightmare right now. And a lot of people are having some tough times, and I am thankful and also praying that we are not going to be one of those people soon. So, with that being said, what is today? Is it Wednesday? Are we really just a couple days away from BlizzCon? Wow. It is Wednesday, my dudes. It's coming. It's coming. It's Monday. That's true. It is Magic Find Monday. Monday.
Your presence honors me.
True that, Ralph. You trying to go crazy with it, Raggets? Randy! Thank you, Randy. Very sweet of you. That Amulet had FCR had been great. I mean, it'd be alright. It was still only +1 to lightning skills. But I had some nice res on it and stuff, you know, so it wasn't bad. Yo! Randy with the 300 and Mr. J with the 1,000 bajillion dollars.
Rex, I'm going full-time streaming, Loma.
Thank
I
you.
wish nothing for the best for you.
Nothing for the best? Uh-oh.
Good day.
Mwah. No Mengs. Diablo 2 Mobile Pet Battle Simulator. I swear to God. I swear to God. Ask Llama for a raise? A raise? I just lost my job income and you want a raise? Rainbow hair? Ooh, rainbow hair seems cool. Yeah, I'm doing okay right now. Aaron.
A gift for you. Grats on the full-time stream. Here's my Bezos Bucks sub.
Thanks,
now
Bash.
get Mangs.
Appreciate the Bezos bucks. Oh, we're gonna get this thing soon, baby. Mangs is coming. We're like right on it. Yes, I should have found multiple Mangs by now. Haven't made snow angels? Nah. Sounds cold. But I've gone out and walked around in the snow, and I've debated skiing around my apartment complex and stuff. Show bag! Ah. Who is it? It's me.
Well done on moving to full-time, mate. Keep up the great streams and keep safe in Texas.
Thank you. Mwah. Appreciate that. I was very thoughtful. Hey, snowball fights?
Take you.
Kylie threw a snowball at me. That's about it.
If Flabby is nice to me, you will get Mang songs soon.
I hope so. Thank you very much. Did I biff her back with one? No, I just fell over in the snow and cried. But there's not really like, yeah, it's it's just so hard to make a snowball. The snow is like way too powdery. It really hurt, Kylie. And I was not expecting it. My back was turned. Ooh, Mavs. No.
Good day.
The .map file doesn't store the map like this. That's stored on your character file. If I'm not mistaken. We also can't build snowmen, really. Maybe the snow's hardened a little bit and we can. Not with that attitude. I mean, it's really hard. We just announced the other one, though. Also, thanks, Batron. I mean, yeah, it's really important to me that people know they are not required, or not. It's not 100% necessary for them to click on the subscribe button, check if they have a free Amazon Prime subscription to use on a channel nearby. Right.
I can't carry anymore.
I just wanted to make sure people like understood that. And always make sure people know that ooh. That's nice. Like that's always been the purpose of my stream though. Or my like idea to move into streaming was don't move into streaming until you don't have to rely on everybody feeling like that, right? How's the hunt going? The usual. Oh god, rhyme time. Please feed your horse, thank you.
Good day.
I know MF gloves on. Oh hey, where are my MF gloves? Forgot to wait. No, I don't wear MF gloves. Why'd you confuse me? I want the FCR. I do not own Dogecoin, nor did I. I did not own GameStop, nor AMC, nor Bitcoin. I'm a very boring investor. I take the money that I make, I put it in the index fund. That is it. Total market goes up, my investments go up. The total market goes down, my investments go down. And yeah, that's about it. Well, you want that expensive turkey bacon. What do you expect, a settler? Nice, July. Green prefix, 3 letters. Blank C blank. Green prefix. Eco, that makes sense.
Good day.
Nice. Good find. Good find.
I can't carry anymore.
We should do crosswords every morning on chat. As a chat. On stream.
I am overburdened.
Every morning, fire it up. Get out the coffee. And we all just have our morning coffee and solve the New York Times crossword puzzle or something. Well, morning is like, you know, 1 p.m. You just started learning chess? Wow. Maybe I should get into the coffee. Maybe that'll make me wake up earlier. My, like, craving addiction for caffeine in the morning will force me out of bed to go make it.
Your presence honors me.
Bitcoin at 52K, why didn't you hold? Because who knows what the heck is going on there.
I am overburdened.
No, hashtag GID.
I can't carry anymore.
You got 6 Ethereum for 90 bucks? Wow, nice. I have 0.2 Ethereum
I need.
because I did the arena games thing a while ago. And I won a little prize of
Where can I take you?
0.2 Ethereum. So everybody who did that tournament, when we did the arena games, the first tournament, and we paid everyone in ETH, if you didn't sell out, your Ethereum is now worth way more.
I am overburdened.
Mine's worth like 400 bucks or something.
A gift for you. I remember the good OL days when patrons were lining up to ride the creamy colon.
Wait, what? Oh god. It's creamy colon!
I am overburdened.
Good old roller coaster tycoon days, man. Hey, Sardine. Bale has it.
Good day.
We named a coaster Creamy Colon. The coasters were named after the subs of the day. So, Creamy Colon broke down all the time. The amount of people who died riding the Creamy Colon because of the breakdowns was way too high. Love to see more Roller Coaster Tycoon. I mean, it's just fun. That's just like a nice... I'm sure we'll do more. That'll be one of our chill like stream days. You know, just do some of that.
Your presence honors me.
Always a great... I don't know how many people have completed though, no. Always a great time.
I know that the search for Miss Song has been mercilessly fruitless thus far, and you have managed to far exceed any statistical probability that you would not have found her by now.
Yes.
You are such an outlier, multiple standard deviations from the norm at this point. It's probably a safe bet to claim that you have gone the longest amount of time without finding her on this character.
Sounds right.
That said, when you do eventually find her after having been uncharacteristically unlikely to have gone so long without, have you considered that you might actually be equally uncharacteristically likely to find a second Mang Song's lesson very quickly afterwards, perhaps in your very next run as you progress towards completing the ethereal grail?
I am
Can you even
100%
imagine
certain.
getting 2 lessons on the same day? It seems inconceivable, I know, but then again, so does your current predicament.
I 1000% think that as soon as I find my first one, I will find my second one as well. Like within a couple months. 5th place got 25 Bitcoin? For where?
Good day.
I really should go grab that Bitcoin that I have hanging out. Do I accept Bitcoin on my OnlyFans? Oh my god. Oh, a StarCraft tournament a long time ago? First prize was $500. And then there was 25 Bitcoin for 5th place. Wow. Yeah, if I had 25 Bitcoin, that would be nice. Hold on. Feels like it, SNT. It feels like it. I want to look up how much Bitcoin I actually have, because I think I have an account that's just kind of dormantly sitting. I had Ripple and Golem, and I think I sold out of all of them into Bitcoin and then just ditched it like 2 years ago. So it's probably not a lot, but hey, even if it's like 0.1 Bitcoin, it's now actually worth some money. Sounds like I have water running somewhere. Yeah, I've got all my faucets dripping. Yeah, the problem is with the Ethereum that I have, the fee to get the Ethereum out is like $80. It's like an $80 transaction fee to move like $380. It's ridiculous.
Good day.
You found 2.7 Bitcoin on an old laptop? Wow. Now that sounds nice. What do you mean invalid username or password? That's my password. What's going on, chat? So yeah, I have running water out of every faucet. You haven't had water for 3 days? Dang. Hunter 2. Thank you for the reminder. That's what I was trying to do. Hunter 2. Bum, 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 bum. I can get a 96 Camry. I've already got a 2003 Camry. We're already rolling in it. Is it a Camry Sport? Camry XLE. V6 turbocharged. Hey man, back in 2003, if you pulled this bad boy up to a lady's house, she'd be like, whoa.
Don't worry, Llama. I recently downloaded a zip file Evo sent me, so Mang Song's lesson doesn't exist on my computer either.
That sounds about right.
Good day.
It's got all the bells and whistles. I got the sunroof. Kylie loves the sunroof. Wow, new number 1.
I am overburdened.
Hey, girls love to ride in the basket. When I was in college, I once had a chick ride in the basket on my bike, and then I accidentally crashed the bike and she messed her knee up and tore her jeans, and I had to buy her a new pair of jeans. But second date for when I come over with the new pair of jeans, though, am I right?
Where can I take you?
Just saying. One item left. Yeah, buddy. Am I still allowed to tell girl stories? Of course. I'm just desperately in the relationship. What are some of my favorite games after D2? Well, I love StarCraft. Brood War specifically. 2 was also fun, but Brood War was great. I'm really enjoying chess a lot. Very fun game. Another rare Hydra bow. We've had so many of those lately. You know, I love a lot of the old classics. Your Warcrafts, your StarCrafts, your Roller Coaster Tycoon. You know, just like that sort of stuff. Those games just have so much fun to them. I really enjoyed playing Zelda games. Breath of the Wild was fantastic. Like, really fantastic. Feels full time, yeah. Sim City was a great old game. I'd love to play like Sim City again, 2000, whatever. Try and look what else I have on my desktop. My desktop has Diablo 2, Diablo 2, Diablo 2, Diablo, Path of Diablo, Project Diablo 2, StarCraft, Median XL, Randomizer, Trolls of Destruction, Trolls of Destruction 2, Diablo 2 1.0. Ooh, Dungeon Siege is on there. That was a good game. Age of Empires 2. Yeah. Oh, what a game. What a game. I played a little bit of Civ. Yeah. Civ 5. That was fun. Yeah, we'll do Trolls of Destruction 2. Titan Quest is a good game. Could definitely play more of that. Let's see. Games that I like really binged hard on. I loved Dota. Played a lot of Dota, Dota 2. Heroes of New Earth. Whatnot.
Good day.
I haven't played in a while though, so I'm sure there's a lot of new stuff with, like, I haven't played since before they like started dropping items from neutrals and stuff. It's been a little bit, but I'm just a Meepo guy. I loved it. Have I played Death Stranding? Is that the one where you're the mailman? Ah! Come on! It's one below it! Freaking stupid skull collector. Just upgrade it. I know. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. It's crazy, Phil. Once again, I mean, there's so many things about this. Like, I would love to just tell my, like, streaming story. 8 years ago, I wanted to be, 9 years ago, I wanted to be a StarCraft pro, coach, streamer, all of those things. Here we go. All right. And so that's where I made Mr. Lime SC on YouTube, Twitch, blah, 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 all of that. Try to do all of those things, whatever. And I had a StarCraft team for about a year and a half. I had a lot of really cool people on the team. Zombie Grub was one of the people on the team. Neeb was one of the people on the team. We had a few other Grandmasters and then a bunch of Masters players, and it was really fun. I had a great time with it. I loved all of the people. Got to do, you know, we'd have practices and clan wars and all that stuff. So we had a ton of fun. I also, of course, played as well. I was probably ranked like 200 to 300 in America, around there. So I was like good, but not quite good enough to get into like the pro scene of it, you know. But I made a lot of friends with it, and not Artosis, because he was doing more Brood War, and he was doing some SC2 casting, I guess, at the time. But I wasn't casting with like that big of tournaments. I was casting like the B Leagues tournaments or like the B streams at some of the bigger tournaments. So, you know, it was fun. I didn't really make a lot, whatever, but I had a good time. But eventually, after about a year and a half to 2 years, I had like 1,000 YouTube subs and, you know, like 5 Twitch viewers, and it wasn't really going anywhere. I was working really hard, doing a lot of work on the videos and the editing and all, and the uploads, and just the work put in, and it just wasn't really like growing at any good pace, and I wasn't really gaining traction as like the guy to go watch. You know, people were watching like Husky and Day 9 and Artosis and all of them, and you know, and that was fine. Like they were great casters. And Total Biscuit, RIP, and all of that stuff. So in the end, I decided to let the dream go. Then, about 6 years ago, I was watching, maybe about 6.5 years ago or so, I started watching some speedrunning on Twitch. And so I was watching, you know, Siglemic speedrun Mario 64. I was watching Cosmo speedrun Legend of Zelda. Thank you, Best Creation. Etc., etc. Yeah, we've all seen my first cast video. Maybe it's obvious why I didn't become a caster. Regardless, so I was watching them, and I was watching Ray's Fire speedrunning Super Mario Sunshine, and he was someone that I was really looking at, and I was like, wow, like it's crazy, like how he's doing all this stuff. And I thought to myself, man. I mean, first off, I was like, I just kind of want to stream Diablo 2, and I watched Nightfall do it, and I was like, oh, he's speedrunning it, and I could do better than that, and then I wasn't better, but eventually I was. You know, I looked over at it, and my goals, my like highest goal that I set was if I could make $500 a month, because my rent at the time was $500 a month. I lived in a crappy town in Oklahoma with a roommate, so pretty easy to get that. That was actually like the expensive, nice place. Nice, you know, we still had our roaches and everything, but and so I was like, if I could make $500 a month, I could do I could pay my rent just off like streaming. How cool would that be? And that was my goal. And the first year I streamed, so from like January 21 until, yeah, probably January 21 until the end of that year. Because I think January 21st or January 19th was my first day of streaming. One of the two. I think I made like $900 or something. So I didn't quite like make that. But I did get partnered, and that was a big deal because that was like starting to, you know, like get a little bit, right? The like income had grown a little bit, and I was like, man, all right. Like, yeah, I was super happy because I'd done StarCraft casting for 2 years and made like $500, and then with Twitch streaming, I made like $900 in a year. So I was super excited. And then You know. And I mean, we did like, when we hit 1,500 followers, I did like a 17-hour ridiculous all-character speedrun stream and stuff. Because these were just like numbers that I wasn't ever expecting to hit. You know, like 1,500 followers and crazy stuff. And then sure enough, like, you know, I remember it just kind of kept going from there. You know, it just grew a little bit more, a little bit more. I remember I went to BlizzCon, or not BlizzCon, Gamescom. Blizzard like invited me out. And they had invited all of these like giant streamers that had like 40,000 followers, 60,000 followers, 100,000 followers, you know? And I was like blown away. I was like, man, it's like, because I had like 5,000 followers at the time or something. And that was like the greatest like thank you ever to like Blizzard for looking at poor little llama and inviting me, because I was just really like a little nobody there. And, you know, and everything's just been like super fun and awesome. But that was like 5,000 followers. So then when I see like today, you know, we have like 103,000 followers. We have, you know, like I left my job and I'm full-time now. And I mean, it's just like, my highest goal was 6K a year. That was my biggest goal that I set. Made up to 104K. I mean, it's still a little short. I think it's like 103,700 or something. But yeah, I know. There were like 250 people that followed from Hikaru's raid or something. That was really cool. And like now, it's not just like those things, but it's like Blizzard, you know, like on the 20th anniversary of D2, Blizzard like came to me and was like, hey, we'd love to put you on the launcher and like feature you and all that stuff. And like, I mean, I just, everything about it is just some ridiculous dream world, you know? It's literally everything that my 9-year-old self would have been like. And then Blizzard will come to me and ask me for my opinions on the next Diablo game. And they'll put me on the launcher so everybody sees my face. You know, like...
Good day.
you just... that's what little llama was writing down on his vision board. That's exactly what I sounded like at that age. Wow, we got Mav's diadem and Mav's bow. Let's go for the whole set today, baby. Is he doing the Kylie voice again? No, that was Lil Llama voice. They sound similar. Yeah, I've been to GDQ 5 times? 6 times? It's awesome. I love doing GDQ. 1, you get to raise money for an awesome cause. 2, there's a lot of people that I get to watch and see. It's a lot of fun. I'm good friends with a lot of the people that are like volunteer at GDQ. It's just great. No more collabs with Kylie. I actually wanted to play Spy Party with her, but then we were doing the guides yesterday, so I didn't end up getting to. Why is my rap name not Lil Llama? I mean, I could have done Lil Llama. It would have been cute. But I felt like the Lil blank is like overdone in the rap community. I'm trying to bring rap back to being like serious and, you know, like good quality rap instead of like Lil Llama rapping about country music or whatever garbage they're doing nowadays. Did I comb my hair? No. I don't think I own a comb. You mean message, not the money? What do you mean message, not the money? Hey, Hirsch. How you doing? Did I raise llamas growing up? No. Oh, for my rap.
I need a key.
Yeah.
Good day.
Lil Comb. Exactly.
On an unrelated note, I was watching a fascinating The Rainbows recently about deciphering long-distance communication techniques through history. Did you know that after what is quite frankly a stunning amount of research, lost language experts have recently determined what the first recorded message to be transmitted by Native American smoke signal was? The message translates to help. Help. My blanket is on fire.
Makes
I
sense.
am waiting patiently for the GDQ Mang Song's percent speed run from Mr. Llama.
Well, we're still going from years ago. We're still on the first one. Thank you, Iron. Thank you, Baron. And Sketzer Live. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. I think I listened to some of Basic Rock. Not Atmosphere, though. Thank you.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of, I don't know. I just get to, like, participate in so many cool things now. And on top of that, just even, like, within my own community here, getting to, like, create, you know, play along videos, guide videos, things like that that help people get back into the game to enjoy the game. Like, it's actually really rewarding. So a lot of people are like, how do you play the same game over and over? And it's like, well, I play this game a lot. I increase my knowledge of this game a lot. I find more of the, like, awesome fun in the game. And then I can, like, share that with other people, and then they can get into it and they have a lot of fun with it. Champion groups can. They're 85 plus 2, so they're 87. It's Q level 86, so. Have you ever designed levels in a Diablo-like game? No. I'm trying to think. I haven't done any like that stuff. Any cool drops today? Nah.
I need a key.
We got Mav's helm and Mav's bow. That's kind of cool. Llama RPG. I mean, I've designed, yeah, Llama RPG, which I think is actually would be a fun game if fully built out. Llama ARPG, I'm doing some designing in as well. So, like, for instance, you know, we did the guides for, like, the Holy Freeze Paladin and the Zealot and the Vengeance Paladin and whatever. Yesterday, I think it was, 2 days ago, whatever it was. And, you know, it's really cool to see how many people, one, have their own Holy Freeze Paladin, two, are now like, oh, I kind of want to, like, mess around and make my own. Or, like, have their own tips on it, or... I think it's fun. No, he uses an Eth Fortitude. He just doesn't have an Eth Andes. Still haven't found that, surprisingly. You've heard mentioned of Llama RPG, but what is it? I designed an RPG called Llama RPG, and the very base movement and everything of the game was kind of built out. And then I was working and streaming and trying to grow the buck up and game design. It was like too many jobs, so we set it to the side. Then I had somebody I started talking to and working with, who wanted to do an ARPG development. So now Llama ARPG, name to be determined, is in production, and that one's got more follow through on it. Nice, Smirk. Good night, Emroy. Have a good one. I have not played RimWorld. Not at all. So, I think that'll be fun. With my software development, do I ever think I'll get into game development or software background? Probably not. It's just not like... I like the game design aspect. I don't enjoy the development aspect of it near as much. I've just coded for many years, and I don't know. It was never like my thing, you know. So that's why it's perfect. Like, if I can work with someone who wants to do the development piece, I can do all of the other pieces. Well, not all, not like the art and stuff, but designing the game and skill balance and all of that stuff. Items and yada yada yada. Director, dictator, benevolent dictator. So I think I'll enjoy coding more now that it's not my job. Maybe, but I don't know. Like, like I said, I got into coding because I Googled jobs that pay the most with a bachelor's degree. So, did I hate coding? No. But it was never something that I, you know, even when I was in college, whatever it was, that I was really doing a lot of for, like, fun. How long did it take for my brain to grasp coding? I mean, I started coding when I was in, like, I guess technically I started just, you know, basic crap, right? HTML and CSS, building out little websites on GeoCities when I was in, like, 6th grade. And I had fun with that stuff. And then, you know, I learned a little, like, JavaScript and whatnot in high school. And, Johnny, chill, I've answered that one like 10 times. And then, you know, then in college, then I went into like Java itself and learning Python and all of that.
Good day.
I just re-roll my Baal GCs and Diablo GCs personally. Stay safe, kitty. So, I don't know. I felt like grasping coding wasn't like super difficult, but grasping certain concepts within coding, there were definitely places that were difficult, you know. Like, I remember when I was learning about, oh geez, just like abstraction. When I was doing Java, having the abstract classes, pointers was always a little difficult and annoying. Hashing was fun, but had a couple confusing parts and stuff. Yeah, abstraction really was difficult for me for a bit. So, you know, there was a lot of like little things like that when I was going through it that just, you know, stumped me for some time, and then I'd go learn. But ultimately, you know, the stuff I learned and didn't learn and whatever, like, it was all fine. You know, I went into the workforce and learned whatever I needed to learn there, you know. Because I never used Java once I got into my job. So, you know, it was just a base for learning all the other stuff I learned. And
Good day.
sure, kitty. Skiing, computer repair. Oh, yeah. I mean, Python's great for sure. I really like Python. It simplifies a lot of stuff. Yeah. So, but there's still a lot of good stuff to learn from C++ or Java or whatever that, you know, they're just going to be difficult pieces of it. But regardless, like I said, I didn't go home and then build apps with what I learned, like many of my friends did. And so, you know, ultimately, I think I got through college and, you know, I had good grades and I studied well and stuff, but I don't think I came out as the best coder.
What lessons from your IT job will you take to your full-time streaming? Those long hours learning how to do the important things. Do you think you will learn how to Holy Grail? Maybe learn to First Way?
Sacred Armor. I don't know if I'll learn any of those things. Hey, Doc. I learned how to suffer through awful things like spooky mansions. To please the customer. All sorts of things. Nice, Chowda. GG.
You will miss my little mansion when your other mods get you to play through your next scary game.
Ragged's already got one set up for like October. Not excited for that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, my job taught me a ton of stuff. So I'm like super thankful that I had a job, especially when I look at a lot of other Twitch streamers. And it might come out a little bit negative, and I don't mean it to be negative towards any specific individuals or anything like that. But one thing I've definitely noticed of many Twitch streamers, not all, is that a lot of them don't have the maturity and skills that you would definitely gain from having like a job with a boss and an environment where you need to dress up and be appropriate and, you know, deal with your customers and blah, 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 and all that stuff. Like, it's a very different experience, you know, working like at a company versus being a streamer. And I think it shows a lot, you know. I just feel like there's a lot of streams and streamers and stuff that I see who just a little bit of like, they got a really nice thing, because we're very lucky, but they like don't recognize it at all, and they just kind of complain, and, you know, they're just immature. You know, I think that's just the biggest thing. I just see a lot of immaturity and a lot of lacking of certain skills because they never had to be in an environment like that. Battle staff. How many unique staves are we gonna find today? Good lord, quit it. All but the Archon.
Good day.
Yeah, there's definitely lacking integrity, lacking emotional maturity, lacking respect for people that you don't enjoy working with, but you know, you have to work with, or whatever stuff, you know. There's definitely just that stuff missing a lot on Twitch. So I feel super blessed to have gotten here the way I did, because I feel like it's helped me appreciate what I have a lot more, and at the same time also given me a lot better base for just how to interact with other people and with sponsors and with, you know, just anything. I mean, there's so many streamers I know who have these like terrible interactions with like sponsors and things like that. They'll get sponsored by somebody and then they'll just like badmouth the product like right in front of them, or just like do like awful whatever stuff on stream and not even care. And it's like, okay, you know. And you just see that kind of stuff all the time. Never epic. So, have I seen the D2 animated series on YouTube? Oh, the Diablos, yeah. Shadow Killer. So I've had that. Plus, I've also gotten, you know, a lot of opportunity with working at a company prior to this to be able to make the transition over to full-time streaming slower but safer. I know many streamers who transition to full-time streaming with very low view counts and no savings, and then put themselves and their viewers in like difficult positions. And you know, it's actually not bad. 12 hit recovery and 76 AR.
Fresh meat.
Digitoxity. Thank you. Kind of like that. Just for like a build if I need it. Would I possibly enter 10 Red Alert 2 Year's Revenge? Ooh, that'd be fun. That would be a fun time. I'd be down to play that a little bit, you know, just mess around with it.
I am overburdened.
That's why Llama was smart in planning and grew the buck up less than 3.
Johnny, I answered your question like 3 times. I don't know if your stream cut out or what. I kept answering it and then you kept asking it. I don't know what you want from me.
I am overburdened.
The Mr. Llama came from when I was a kid. And that was the name I just always used because Llama was spelled with 2 L's and I was amazed by that. And the StarCraft came because I wanted to be a professional StarCraft caster. That's how we got off on that whole tangent. Did I know Desro? Uh-huh. That was the whole life story, yeah. Maybe he doesn't have sound from not being subbed. That would make sense. But why Mr. Llama SC? You know Husky IRL? Nice. I was always jealous because Husky and I started trying to be StarCraft streamers around the same time. And I thought I was a great streamer. And Husky's streams blew up and Husky became this icon in StarCraft 2 community. And nobody watched Mr. Llama casting. And I was like, gosh, dang it. I was very jealous that Husky... Because he wasn't even that good of a player. I mean, no offense, you know, he's fine. He played like Gold League or something, though, you know. So, like, a lot of times when he would be casting, he wouldn't even have, ooh, Blue Caduceus.
I am overburdened.
He wouldn't even have the knowledge that I could have in those situations. Thanks, Jeeves. Hope you had a nice stream. And I was like, ah. But the dude was way more entertaining than I was. His casting. Thanks, Johnny. Yeah, I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just... it happens, though, you know. There's so many times where people come in and ask a question, and then I answer it, and then their sound cuts out really quickly, the video, they grab something, whatever. Any situation that has happened on stream once has probably happened like 10 times, you know. Or 1,000 times. 8-man speedrun with 8 different base level set gear for each character. Saigon's Angelic's deaths. Oh, that could be fun. Dang it. I know, White Noise. Then he married a hot, rich YouTuber
Llama,
and
as
just
a streamer,
quit casting.
Do you find yourself answering the same question over and over?
That is exactly where that joke comes from. There's a reason that's a meme. I'm good, jeez, I'm good.
I can't carry.
And it's the same thing, like, I watch Paladin, I don't really watch him a ton, but Paladin Falcon Paladin, Falcon Paladin, I think. I've watched a few of his casts on YouTube, and I'm like, he's a pretty good caster, but I think I could cast better. But I know if I tried to cast again, nobody would watch it and be like, gosh darn it. I overrate my casting
Llama
abilities.
is a streamer that answers the same question over and over. Do you feel like you answer the same question over and over?
I do feel like I answer the same question over and over. Do you feel like your D2 beginner tutorials are bringing people to your Twitch? Yeah. So that's actually something that I did not expect. But like, I made those guided playthroughs because I was like, it'd just be like a fun new kind of content. And I made some of those, like, you know, Smiter guide and Blizzard source guide and, you know, the whatever. I made all those guides. Zombie Rifkin, oh yeah. And I wasn't expecting anything to really come from them. I just kind of wanted to make some of them because I thought it'd be good to just have a couple resources. And then like a year later, I like went and looked at those things. And all of my guide videos and playthrough, like play-alongs, have just done fantastic. Like, people watch them all the time. They're like my best videos ever. And if I just type in like, oh god, what do they play? Guided play? Yeah, I guess guided play. Oh, I just want to like search guided. Show all. No, stop showing me those videos. There we go. I mean, they just all have done really well. The whirlwinds are like 25, 30,000 each video. The hell, oh, then 46 on that one. The shout barbs 30,000. The summon necro has 110,000 on the normal part. The druid guided playthroughs 50,000, 100,000. Like, all of the guided playthroughs have done really well. Even the Path of Exile guided playthrough for the Necromancer has done really well. So, it just, I don't know. Like, people like those guided playthrough pieces, I guess. And I don't blame it. Like, I understand it now because I you know, watch it and I understand, you know, why. Because Diablo 2 is so hard. And so having that is like, oh, so nice just to have something to like tell you like, all right, now let's build this. Hard? Yeah. If you've never played Diablo 2 through single player all the way through hell, this is like actually a pretty tough game. Especially once you get to hell. The game just instantly like ramps up and you're like, what the heck, man? Why do I die to Fallens in the Blood Moor? What do I do about lightning immune to the Trap Assassin? You get a lower res wand and you carry that around. People love the YouTube voice? Maybe. For real though. Or you just get corpse explosion from your other traps and let those blow things up. So yeah, so it's been really nice. So that's why I had a giant list of like things that I wanted to do on that video list of guides and all that stuff. And so I was like, you know, that's why we did the like zealot guides the other day. And the vengeance paladin and stuff. Ooh, ethereal? No! Come on, man. Give me ethereal for once. Master Chief! Mwah!
I remember
Thank you so
playing
much.
the game the first time and almost giving up when I got to Dareal. I got to him in one sitting with no idea that I could reset the game and spawn new monsters to level up more.
Yep. Sounds about right. There's all sorts of things we all go through with that. 3 open sockets? Maybe. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. It's crazy. 3 open sockets at least. 263D. 43 hour res. Not great rolls. But we got 3 open sockets. No, it's a Tomb Reaver. If only it was Eth. If only. Thank you. Appreciate that, Chief. So, yeah, so that's why I made those other guides, because I was like, you know, with all of the different, like, guides of what people want to see for characters, I feel like this is the best way to do it. Just go out there, put out a Vengeance Paladin guide, put out a Zealot guide, put out a Holy Freeze guide. Eventually, you know, we'll have to make a Tesladin guide. I need to get the gear made. You know, maybe put out an Oradin guide, and then do the Druid. Put out a Fury, you know, guide. Put out a whatever, you know, Summoner. No, nobody plays Summon Druid. But
I am overburdened.
those sorts of things. What's my plan for maintaining my mental health now that I'm full-time streaming? I don't craft blood belts that often. I do when I'm doing like sometimes, you know, something like a Uber's run or something, speed run, but overall not doing that a lot. I mean, the thing is, you have to remember, I'm coming from a place of working 2 jobs. So I feel like my mental health should be better not having to worry about my projects at work, waking up for meetings, all of those things right there. That being said, I do have a lot of side things that I'm doing, like working on Arena, working on Llama ARPG, working on my rap career, you know, all of those things. So I still have a lot of like mini jobs, but I had all of those in addition to my job as well. So hopefully that should help a little bit. The biggest thing I want to do for my mental health is just making sure that I maintain the proper balance and don't get too down the rabbit hole of everything. You know, like it's very easy to just keep going, and then you stream for 300 hours and you're like, oh God. Did I say rap? Yeah, oh yeah, exclamation mark rap. And exclamation mark rap 2. Those both have a nice. So, you know, as it always is, just making sure there's enough balance in life. Love to see you taking vacations along the way. Yeah, I mean, right now with COVID, I'm not really doing any vacationing. I miss it because I usually travel a lot. Like, back in 2016, I think I had like 28 trips. Like, I traveled to 28 different cities that were like, you know, in another state. I guess one was in San Antonio, but or another country as well. And like 2 years ago, I went to Korea, I went to Ireland, I went to Italy and Austria. So I try and be very traveling and active. I was supposed to go up again and go kayaking with killer whales, but that trip just got canceled again due to COVID, so that's going to be 2022. Do you think you'll still do tech DB related stuff on the side? I don't think so. I think I have so many other things that I want to do on the side. Korea is awesome, yeah. Killing whales? No, killer whales. You get to go out and like paddle with them, and they, you know, they like swim next to you and stuff. Hopefully don't kill you. Whatever, you know. How's Oklahoma? Well, I'm in Texas now. I'm in Dallas.
I am overburdened.
It's cold, though. Exactly. Do you have a SoundCloud, or is it supposed to... Like I said, exclamation mark rap and exclamation mark rap 2. My music is on Spotify. My music is on Apple Music. It's on my YouTube. I don't have a SoundCloud, but the Spotify, just if you just follow like Immortal King right there, that's probably the best. It's, yeah, if you just like go to, I want to just like go to Immortal King. If you just go to like there, you know, 205 monthly listeners on Spotify. Hey, that's what we're talking about. Killing it. Don't forget to press that follow button on Immortal King. He is a verified artist. Ooh, nice. I got verified.
Help me!
As a streamer, do you feel you know a lot about Twitch Prime? Can you explain what it is to me? How much does it cost? How
Sure.
does one take advantage of this amazing opportunity?
That is a fantastic question. So, Twitch Prime, if you have...
Your mom listened to that rap a lot.
Hey, hush, Doc. She did, but come on now.
A gift for you.
Doing my part to keep the stream dream alive.
Thanks,
Love
City.
you, Llama less than
Mwah,
3.
10 months. If you have an Amazon account, you just link it up with your Twitch. It's free if you have Amazon Prime. You just link it up using the exclamation mark Prime in the chat. And then once a month, you just push a button, and for free, it gives you a sub to this channel. And it pays me. What more could you want? Dollar for toppings at the ice cream stores. Thanks, Decent. It really is a nice feature of Amazon Prime, though.
I am overburdened.
How can I spend less for toppings? I'm glad you asked. Slap chop. Exactly. If you have Amazon Prime and you're not using your Prime on anybody, not even me, just anybody, you are not stealing money from Jeff Bezos.
A sub guarantees you free lessons from the mods on how to get noticed for your trolling.
Free lessons. Speaking of slap chop, when is the next MVS? Next weekend? That is the last weekend of February. Oh boy. You thought Bezos stepped down from Amazon? He stepped up. He went up to the executive board now or whatever, so he's actually now even a higher position than he was before. Now full-time streamer, so you spend 24 hours slogging through MVS with a barbarian. How fun. Getting excited for BlizzCon? Me too. Me too. I have never found a J-mod. I try and I try. I look at all the Blue Monarchs, but I don't re-roll them at all, so that doesn't help. That'd be a great way to try and get it. Those art panels? Oh, baby.
A gift for you.
Have to take all that sweet free Bezos money. Even though I mostly watch on YouTube for the voice.
That's fair. Can we share the... That was a good. I gotta ask about BlizzCon. JMod is 1 in 14,000 chance when you have a blue monarch. But like I said, you can just use 3 perfect gems and you can re-roll it, and that's another attempt at it. So I'd say that makes it less rare than Tyrael's ultimately. If you just use all your gems on it, you're giving yourself, yeah, I mean, it's still pretty rare, don't get me wrong. But it's an easier way to like go at it. 640s are also probably extremely rare, but once again, you can re-roll those as well, so. Where's my Alibaba setup? I use that for, Pindle. Tunnels, I like the CTA. Even though dying at 99 doesn't really matter, having the extra life and stuff saves me a lot from just dealing with the hassle of if I do die and lose time. Dirty Panda! Thank you, bud. Were you able to get the download? Appreciate you using your Prime here. As Bagel Girl in my Materials Night video. We dated for a bit many years ago.
Fresh meat.
And Brian Yang with the Prime as well. Mwah! 2 people who linked it up. Thank you so much. Finally figured that Prime thing out? Well, thank you. There's a Twitch setting. Yeah, I gave you that setting, I'm pretty sure. You should be good to go, Panda. Bagels are delicious. Bagels are delicious. I love a good old bagel, man. Recommendations on getting into chess. So the greatest like things I can say. First off, just doing like the chess.com lessons and things and getting the basics down is a good place to start, right? Like, just go and do that, and you'll be good to go. All right, I'm gonna unban you, Duress. No more. Thank you. You might come from another stream. That's not here. Anyways. It's not here, Duress. I apologize. Did hashtag unban me from her chat yet? She did. Thanks, Thusk. Hashtag got mad when I beat her. Oh my god, she got so mad. But yeah, so I would say starting out, just go do some of those lessons, learn the basics of it. How do the pieces move? Oh, with that Prime gaming, man, a lot of people learned about Prime today. Ogre gauntlets, good lord. Where's my mangs, though?
Fresh meat.
And Mermildrujin. Sorry for butchering that so badly. Thank you very much. I hope that was mildly close. Mermildjurin. Something around there. Is there a competitive scene for checkers? I think so, but it's also a solved game, so that makes it a little bit harder. Ugh, 38s. Gross. Put them on the list. Beyond that, I would definitely say probably go watch some of the like there's a lot of these chess streamers now who have put lessons out, and you can watch just the like beginner lessons on those. Good night, JR. The biggest thing I would say is like once I got to like 1200, 1300, watching Daniel Naroditsky was very very awesome, because I felt like his tutorial lesson play-alongs, whatever, were the best that I had for when I was trying to learn. Because watching like grandmasters play against grandmasters, they just get into such complicated things, and they don't really go into like the basics of what we need to be seeing, right? Like they're not hanging pieces all over the place like we are, so you don't really get understandings for why they make all the moves they make and all of that stuff. But when you watch, like a grandmaster play against a 1200 player, it's fantastic because, and like not play complicated things, but just play like E4 or, E5, the Italian, the Scotch, like the Sicilian, whatever stuff. They just do that and it's just like simple. And then they say, oh, look at this. He's left his piece alone, or he's attacking this piece. I don't want to be pinned here. And so it's like they just explain it in very simple terms. The moves are very simple. They're not doing like crazy tactics. And that's what I felt really like helped me improve a little bit more, was like, okay, just watch and understand the basics here. Because a lot of the stuff isn't crazy stuff, We're not at that point. Oh gosh, dang it. Hold on, Grubby. We're working on a wrap. So yeah, so it's like what do we do at the level, at our level, even at like 1300, 1400, 1500, forget 1000 and stuff. We just blunder pieces all the time, So some games are blunder free and get to the end, but a majority of the games there is a blunder of a piece somewhere, and that ends up being a big like thing about it. Hitman, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Where can I take you?
Mang Song getting rig drop chance so I can find it. I'd be okay with that. It's going alright, Thor. GG. Yeah, wave 2 of Throne Room is a nightmare. That's why you gotta wave skip it. Also, good night, Reth. Have a good one. So that's really what I found for chess, was like, quit trying to be the hero with all these insane things. Understand like good piece placement, but really just look and make sure you're not giving your piece away. And every time your opponent makes a move, look and see if they've given you a free piece. Like today, that guy moved his knight in the way. Hold on, there's like a simple actually, let me just go to the profile. Which game was that? Chess. It was this game. Come on, buddy. It's like, I actually wasn't even in a great spot because I as well blundered, right? I just gave a pawn away for free. I was like scared away. Then I was like, oh wait, he's double attacking it. So he took advantage of my blunder and he won himself a piece. And that was nice. And he traded. And then he just gave me a free piece. Because right here, and this is 1561 versus 1558. But like, these are the things that we still do. Just like, all right, I'm going to put threat on that, and I can't take that because I get mated. And that's the game. So, It's like people try and hero all this stuff. And you don't need to. There's just... that stuff happens all the time. And the more that you just focus on not missing that, the better off you'll be. Easier it'll get.
Your presence honors me.
You practice on wave skips? I mean, wave skipping is very hard. It is, I mean, it's literally a frame perfect trick, so you don't have room for error on it, you know?
A gift for you.
Diablo 3 video at 3,000 subs.
Syntonic, thank you. Diablo 3 video. I don't think chat would like that. It seems like a punishment for chat more than anything, right?
I am overburdened.
I like the Toma TP in case I need to go back home really fast. Nightmare Bug Dandy is the best place to farm Gold Dagger. Probably earlier than that, right? I mean, Nightmare Bug Dandy is so good for so much stuff. It's probably true. Go to Silo's Pen, it'll tell you. I was thinking it might be earlier, like Cold Crow or something. To be honest. You want to watch me suffer making a D3 video? Oh gosh. Nah, there's no sweet spot for unique drops. More equals higher. Wiki says Cold Crow. I mean, that sounds right to me. Miss the Ith rune? Yeah, that's fine. It's not that great of a rune. Or in some chance cards. Then I drop off my 105 FCR breakpoint, so my runs go slower, and the added MF at that point is not worth it. Have I played the Torchlight series before? I played Torchlight 1 and 2, and we did the alpha and some of the beta for 3. I never did play Torchlight 3 once it released. I really should. Thanks, Lay. It's a fun game. It's you know, it's a simpler game with stuff, but I think it's a fine little hack and slasher. Wow, there's a lot of bosses. Felt like D3. I mean, the thing is, to me, Torchlight plays to be D3. Or Torchlight plays to be cartoony, and it works better with it, whereas D3 is trying to be like dark and evil, but then also has this like cartoony nature. So it doesn't Are any of those guys are going to trade continuously summon clay golems all over the map? No. No, I am not. Yeah, I mean, if you're not into the cartoony, though, I understand why people wouldn't like it. Yeah, Torchlight 3 is the game in development, then.
I am overburdened.
Another D2 expansion? That'd be cool. I'd love an Act 6 or something sweet. That'd be interesting.
I can't carry anymore.
Good night. What, let's see. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday, right? So BlizzCon's Friday. Do we have anything specific coming up tomorrow? Don't believe so. So maybe we could have some like guides. What character guides would you like to see? Maybe we'll do a YouTube poll on it. YouTube. Dashboard. What character guides would you like to see next? Poll. Alright, so we need 5 options. Paladin's off. So let's put... Sorceress is kind of a boring one, honestly. I guess you can have like melee enchant source and stuff. There could be some fun with that. Alright, we'll put... okay, Sorceress, Amazon. We just can't choose one of them because we can only have 5. Paladin. No, we did that one. Barbarian. Druid. Or Necromancer. Cool. How do I share? Oh, there we go. I just want to grab the post. How do I share the post? I have no clue. Does this work? Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Necrobone. What's a zeal source? A sorceress that uses the passion rune word, which has zeal on it. So you can use zeal. It goes to my YouTube, but it doesn't go to the community tab with the polling. I don't know how to get there then. Does anybody know how to link to the said poll? Anybody who's smarter about YouTube than I am? That link worked? Oh, okay, cool. Perfecto. Why not straw poll? Because the YouTube poll can get the Twitch viewers and the YouTube viewers. And honestly, they've been doing great. Good engagement. Our last poll had like 13K votes. The one before that had 12K votes. You know, like... I'm trying to improve as a streamer. Corona! And, you know, improve the ways that I interact with the community's overall engagement, all of that stuff. So, thank you. Well, I'm not streaming on YouTube, but I have a YouTube community from, I don't care enough about Korun.
The important YouTube questions are like, is it time to update your YouTube avatar?
Your
Is it?
presence honors me.
Oh wow, that is a really old. That's from when I was a StarCraft caster. I was in college when that photo was taken. So how many years ago was that? 10 years? Holy cow. Yeah, that photo's 10 years old. Wow. Resubscribe to Miss Lam's YouTube channel. You check your subscriptions tab and the poll is the first thing you see right now. Okay. Does your offhand magic find add if the shield's snapped? No, you have to be on that. You can see I always swap my gear. So I'm always holding that offhand whenever something dies. So on death is when it happens. Update it with a COVID beard. I don't have a COVID beard. Okay, I got a little bit of a COVID beard going. Little one. My corona. We have so many Grizz Coronas, it's disgusting. Tell me your life story. We already did that. PD2, I had a reel. Yeah, that's true. Miss Kylie, you gonna do some headshots for me? Get me a new photo. Succubus skull. Wow. Bone flame.
A gift
Nice.
for you.
Bone flame is nasty. That's a rare find too. Actually, a lot of decent items today. Iron Chef Waffle House. Thank you for the prime sub. Welcome back. Awesome. Sounds good, Big Panda.
Fresh
And
meat.
Wiggleitner. Mwah! Big kisses. Appreciate that.
Where can I take you?
So yeah, whatever I wake up to and have whatever I wake up to for the most voted character in there, I'll start prepping some items for those characters to make some more guides there. Feels like it, King. Oh, perfect. How long have I been hunting for mangs? Years. It just does not want to drop. But one day it will. If I do, if I find it, try. Is that a valid option here? Really? Boots. It's a nice thing because you can always get on Twitch and I'm just searching for
Help
it.
me.
I want to be
Something
the
like
very
that.
best, more than anyone all along.
Me too,
The
Ash.
Holy Grail is my real test.
Mhm.
I've got to get Mang songs. I will travel across the land, farming what they drop behind. Make these minions understand my 650 magic find.
That was gorgeous. Thank you. Bam, Archon staff. Bam, Ming songs. Retire from streaming once I find it. That's right. Did Teo complete his? No, he stopped with like 40 items left. It's grueling, man. It's a grind. That's disgusting, SMT. I'm so jealous.
A gift for you.
J Ness, thank you as well.
Honors me.
Humility and Inferno are both crazy because they're always grinding. Like, that's one of the things that I like is, yes, I play Diablo 2 all the time, but I break up my Diablo 2 content into like 45 density runs, meme runs, you know, hardcore speed runs, Holy Grail source, guide making, you know, like all sorts of different things. And it's great. But man, the people who just do one thing, I don't know how they do it. Yes, Eva is the one who wrote the stuff for the MBS, the software. That's so Bartik. Start another Grail? I mean, I'll just continue this Grail into the Eth1. You're hitting a wall at 17 items left? Yep. Wait until you have 1 item left. It's kind of like the grind in 99. When you hit 96, you're like, wow, this is taking forever. Then you hit 97 and you're like, this is stupidly slow. And you hit 98 and you're like, this is the longest anything's ever taken in my life. Everything prior, I wish I was 97 again. It's awful. So awful. But you do have Mang songs? I hate you. Need an HD Grail when it comes out? Oh god. I'm getting tired. I need to go to bed soon. Alright, we'll do one more run after this. And we'll hit the bed. I mean, ethereal items are basically shiny Pokemon. That's exactly what an ethereal is. Bam, Mang songs.
Bam Mang songs.
Almost. Almost. Come on. Mang songs? Oh, darn. Shiny's much more rare than Eth, but getting the Pokemon is much easier. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it might take 1,000 attempts of getting the Pokemon for it to be shiny, but to get the Pokemon is a lot easier. So here, just getting the stupid Mang songs, not even going shiny on it, I think is way harder. No Mangs today. Maybe tomorrow. All right, guys, we will be doing some guides tomorrow. So get ready for that. BlizzCon on Friday, and I'll probably do something else fun tomorrow. Thank you for being here, as always. Mwah! Giant kisses. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. What time? I'm not sure yet, but I'll probably do it in the afternoon. Something around there. We're still figuring out schedules and all that, you know, right now. So I'm guessing afternoon sometime. I'll post it on my Discord, !Discord, and on my Twitter, !Twitter. So if you're following those and you have notifications enabled or on the servers, whatever, then you'll get a notification. Regardless, thank you for being here. Thank you for all the support as always. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Let's go have fun with Nicer. Peace, everybody. Have a good one.